It's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Gtowncapp.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Achane to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 22-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Once again, it's Swift. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got room. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd down and 8. They go play action with Hurts. And this will be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get 4 there and down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott see it good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here's 3rd and 7.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
That's into the hands of Chosen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open and keep
it all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup to about the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Out. 63, 73. 73.
Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Brown goes in motion left.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
63.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. In motion left comes Brown. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. second down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
All right. Hey, time out two. Time out two. Time out two. 21G.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Solo left Zion.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 21G. 21G.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And he will have a Dolphins first down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Swift going to try up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brown goes in motion left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagles first down.
This will be caught once again by Brown. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
The man in motion is Brown. Back to the running game with Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 21 TX. Whoa. Fire, whoa.
From the gun, it's Tua. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he works free. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Tua going to throw. Pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
20 TX. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skill.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And quickly they get to the line.
21G, 21G.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Waddle's first catch, good for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mostert is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
Now, I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And he's got enough. another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Smith in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion right is Brown. On 2nd down, Swift. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. In motion left comes Brown. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. So Tua and the Dolphins down 17-14, 2:19 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now on second down.
Hey, 21 TX. Long, corner, long. Let's go.
Here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua. They'll run the draw with Mostert. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Second and 6 coming up.
21G.
Throwing Tua. Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
20 TX. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Two to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Hey, 73. No touch.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go. No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, he shoves himself free. And getting this just shy of midfield, will spot it at the 49. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Slot man moves right. Once again, it's Swift. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. On the move past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. Now a give right side Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Gets around him. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff to Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
No touch that. Crowd left Yanni.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Crowd left Yanni. Alpha, alpha, alpha. 63, 63, 63. Crowd left Yanni. Hey. No touch.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
73, 73. Go silver, right? Tiger Hornet. Crowd love Yanni. Crowd love Yanni. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Inaudible here to get a new look. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 22. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
All right, come on.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 56 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Brown the motion man right. Right back to Swift again on second down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, Silver. Hey, 73. No.
Throwing is Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll send Brown in motion right. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Quite a decision there on fourth down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is the logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Tua, the final shot before half. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Once again, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Delay of game, offense.
What you talking about, man?
And that flag accepted.
Still fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's returnable now for Smith. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. There he goes left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 95 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. A 12-yard touchdown ground. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua steps away to his left. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, back to Achane. To about the 26 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. One quarter remains here on this Thursday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was what they lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Go,
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Silver. Hey, 73.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Smith will come in motion right.
73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Hey, come on, two.
Right back to Achane on second down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
21G.
Tua going to throw. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 66 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Go Silver, ready? Tiger Hornet. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. There. Crowd left Yeti.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Here's third down and 5.
It's a gain of 8.
Hey, Silver.
Third and 5.
73. Bad. Hey, easy. 63. Bad. No, no.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Great. Set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.